What's up, everybody? This is your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to Big Brother Week in Review. This is double eviction week. It's a great chance that I'm hoping that one of the cookout members will go home tonight. Hopefully, Tiffany. That is what I'm hoping. Um, Tiffany just really showed her ass this week, didn't she, y'all? I mean, really, she's really just showed her ass. And many people been on the team have been complaining about Derek F and Xavier. You know, them complaining about Tiffany when they had every fucking right to complain about her. Every fucking right. Because whatever you saw on the feeds when it came up when it came to the TV copy, she had she has said in her diary room, she has said the shit that I'm playing. I want Claire to be safe, and I want Claire to be the last one there. And that's this, and then that's what she gets. She won that because she tried to keep Claire in the house one little bit longer, and guess what happened? Bam! Lissa won veto. She had to put Claire up or turn on the cookout. And now Claire's leaving tonight in the first part of the double, and then hopefully Alyssa wins, puts up Tiffany and Hannah. Bam! Somebody else wins the veto. Tiffany goes. That's exactly what she deserves. Exactly what she deserves. It really is. I'm on Team X all the way. To me, X has been, you know, he's been one of the better players in the game. He's the best player remaining in the house. Best player remaining in the house. Followed shortly behind Tiffany and Kylan. Tiffany's been okay, but she hasn't played better than X. Just because she came up with that plan of theirs doesn't necessarily mean that she's been the best player. Not really. The last two wins have vaulted her up, but she's not better than X. She really isn't. Because X has been the main one keeping the cookout together. He's putting out the fires between Ozza and Tiffany, putting out the fires between Tiffany and Derek F. Here and there. He's the one been doing that. Nobody else. Ozza's laying in her goddamn bed just reading the Bible, combing that nappy ass head of hers. Kylan, he's been under Sarah Beth talking, talking like everybody just throwing everybody's ears off. Hannah's been going around just calling people, trying to shade people because that's what she thinks is cool to shade people. And they was the one been doing work since day one. You know, it just again. I hope they never do this again. Again, I know I've said it in past videos, but I hope they never do this again. They're gonna get their black winner. Okay, fine. Do not do this shit again. Do not put multiple black people on the show again. Because it ruins people's games. Yeah, because Xavier, Tiffany, Kylan, and Hannah, they have all said, and maybe Oz and Derek F hasn't said it, but they haven't been playing the game of Big Brother. They've been playing laying on the furniture. So who gives a fuck about what they think? But those four have said many occasions that they're putting the cookout before they're putting the cookout before their game. And why should you have to do that? The cookout should be a part of your game, but it shouldn't become before your game. Any alliance should be a part of your game, but not come before your game. You look at you look at um um last year with Cody. The committee was a part of his game, but it wasn't a reason for his game. His game wasn't about the committee. Now it's obviously two different things because you're trying to do you're trying to win money, but then on this one you're trying to get a first black winner, right? But the first black winner is they make too much of that. It's been made too much of by fans, and I think it's been made too much of by past house guests, and it's what it is what forced Big Brother to do this. It really has. I never want to see it again. Never want to see it again. This season has been total trash. It really has. But this week has been it was excellent because yeah, Tiffany won HOH and she put up Alyssa and Xavier. And everybody was upset that she took the HOH. Because everybody agreed that it was gonna be Claire that was gonna be next, and she took the HOH to save Claire. Put up Alyssa and Xavier. Alyssa won the power veto, and she had put up Claire. And her and Claire had a conversation about it, and she made references about they were going back and forth on whether or not they should tell the cook, because what's her face wanted to tell, Tiffany wanted to tell, wanted to tell Claire all about it, and just blow up the cookout. And I also wanted it too, but Terry F and X and Kylan, he's just usual wishy-washy himself. He could go both ways. Um, but Hannah, Derek F and X seemed like they were more like, no, let's not do that right now. No, let's not do that right now. So they went ahead and they talked about and she said so she came up with a way to try to tell them without saying it was cookout. But and then she said, Claire, I'll never lie to you. I'll never lie to you. Claire asked her, are you in alliance with them? And she goes, exactly up to that. No. Lied right to her face. Right, lied to her face. And Claire gets in the diary room. We saw last night, and she says, "I understand because she's crying. I understand that because the way minorities have been treated on this show, and so she didn't want to put them up on this. I mean, this is really it's all of this bullshit, this fake wolf bullshit has to stop. It really does. What do you mean by the way minorities have been treated on this show? The minorities have sucked for a better part of 20 some odd seasons. Danielle was a good player. I don't know if Marcellus was a good player or if Marcellus was taking, was taken, you know, was taken far by people. I can't remember, so I don't know about Marcellus. I'm not gonna say Marcellus is a bad player or a good player, but Danielle was a good player. That's really the only one. Devon has sucked. Bailey has sucked. Swaggy has sucked. David has sucked. Kimmy has sucked. Parker has sucked. Um, who else? um, uh, Devin sucked. I mean, Devin was the last black male HOH. He was the last black HOH until this season when Kylie and Xavier won it. Kylie and Xavier won it back to back actually. And it's not, and that was, and it's just because the black people have, sucked, and the black men have sucked. They've been garbage. Kylan and Xavier, and to another extent, Tiffany, have been great players. And if you were to put them in another season where they didn't want to do this whole black bullshit, you know, when you gave them, maybe when you gave them 13 white people, you gave them Alyssa who's Latino and Derek X who's Asian, they could have played the same game that they're playing now and be in the same spot they are now, Final Five, Final Six, on their way. See the things away. It's Xavier, especially because Xavier could win, could win if he'll get to this part and he'll just dominate. He'll win HOH. You put him up on the block, he'll win the veto, and he can explain and talk to things. He's a lawyer and talk his way out of these situations and have it just would have been great. They didn't need to do this to get a black winner. They just needed to cast the right person. Xavier would have been right. Kylan could have been right. Tiffany could have been right. Xavier was definitely the right person to cast. Because he just would have been dominant. And it's garbage. But all of that was good and fine. Claire's on the block and Claire's going home. Hopefully, there's some read some stuff on from some updates that Alyssa was talking about, trying to giving Claire a sympathy vote. No, don't do that. Stop with the fucking sympathy votes. Don't do that. Don't do that because this sympathy vote shit need to stop. You might send your boy home. Right now, it looks like she doesn't talk about it. Ozza may vote for her, and Hannah may vote for her. Do not vote for her. Vote for X. What are you doing? I hope X and anybody else. I hope they get wind of that and hope they talk to her about it. Tell them not to do that shit. Tell her what could happen. Also, this week was Zingbot we saw last night on the TV copy, and Zings were okay. Best Zing goes Ozza because they really needed to get her out there. They really did. They needed to let her know that she's got no chance with Xavier. Not in the house, not outside of the house, nothing. We still need to be pulling for Xavier and Whitney to be a couple. Hopefully, so let's continue to hope for that. I know some people are saying that he's into Alyssa. I know on the first night he mentioned that he mentioned that I think Alyssa was probably the most his type. But Alyssa's with Christian and that's his boy. He's not gonna do that. While Alyssa and Christian are still doing their thing. He's not gonna be I don't think he wouldn't do that. Um so yeah. I think he's not gonna do that to his boy. So we still need Xavier and Whitney. That's the one we really need to have. So yeah, seeing bots always cool. And the thing last year, the one that Devon, her only Big Brother win ever. That's what she won, and she took off the thing. Um, and that was that, and it was good. It was really good this week. Fun week. Fun week in the Big Brother house. We get again, like I mentioned earlier, we get double adventure tonight. Hoping for a. I'm hoping for a lesser um win. Um, or I might want Derek F to win if he can ever do anything right. That's not because these ones are probably what they're probably going to do is they're probably going to do they're probably going to do the question things where something like that, and then if you ask the 7 questions, it's not. I don't think it may be knock. It might be knockout. But what it more than likely is going to be ask the 7 questions of what do you think, true or false. True, you get a point, or if you're right, you get a point. If wrong, stay and then go to the next question after 7 questions. Whoever get the most points will be the winner. I think that may be the one. Um, so Derek F may have a chance to win that one, but I think more. I think more police. This is going to be, this is going to be someone else's comp like that. Xavier should win too. Xavier should say, "You were selfish. I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna put up Tiffany and Tiffany and Ozza. You know, I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. And that's what needs to be done. That's what really needs to be done. I think what needs to happen is you got to get rid of Tiffany and you got to get rid of Hannah. That's what you gotta do. Kylan and Xavier have to try to get rid of those. They need to try to get rid of those two, because you get rid of those two, again, Ozza and Derek Elf, they're not gonna do anything. They're not gonna do anything. They shouldn't be able to do anything. But I've talked about it before, right? It's just likely that Kylan or Xavier or somebody else will take Ozzy and Derek Elf to the final three, and when you know who would win the final one of the final three, 8 or 8, or one of those two bastards, and then they would take the other one, and you would have the worst finals in the history of Big Brother, Ozzy and Derek Elf. At this point, I want Xavier to win. I kind of need Xavier to win. You know, well, I need Kylan to start winning more stuff so that he's acceptable to win. I really do not want Tiffany to win. I really don't, because I think she is right now, again, good player. I think she's overrated though, very overrated. And I think this week kind of proved that, she's very much a she's very much she's become very much an unlikable player in this house. So yeah, that's it. That is it. We're almost here, home. We're almost home, folks. Just a couple weeks away. I think, what is it? Is it September 29th? Yeah, the finale. September 29th is the finale. That night, we're gonna crown the first black winner, unless something straight crazy happens, and Alyssa goes on a fantabulous run over these next weeks and could maybe somehow convince, you know, one of the black members of the jury to vote for her and not the person she's sitting next to, which would probably be X if she is sitting next to somebody, but possibly not with a pen. But uh, otherwise, we are getting our black winner. We're getting the first black winner, and hopefully it is X or Kylan, someone like that who would be worthy of it. So yeah, um, hunker down, folks. This is going to be an strange week. Also, I may do this. I'm not sure. Um, Next week may be the last week I do Big Brother Weekend Review the um until the until the finale night. I'll probably do a rapid reaction to Big Brother Weekend Review, and a rapid reaction to the whole season afterwards. That Wednesday night. Uh, yeah. We will see. We will see. Um, and we'll have to see what happens also next week, because I may not even do it next week. To be very honest with you, I've got a whole bunch of other things going on right now. So I may not have the time to do it next week. So, as always, click the notification bell so that whenever I put up a video, and if with any video, you guys will get a notification. But just for those of you who just watched the Big Brother Weekend reviews, you can um you can go ahead and put the thing. You can go get the notification, because if I won't be able to do it, I will notify you next week before the thing happens. So yeah. But at this point, I am looking at doing one next week, and I am looking at doing the finale, and then that'll probably be the last two. And then again, like I said, over the next 10 months, I'll have to 8 or 9 months, I should say. I'll reevaluate whether or not I even want to do a Big Brother Weekend Review type of thing. So yeah, that will be it. But yes, that is it, y'all. Um, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much. So much for watching. Post any comments that you have about this week and anything like that. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.